I'm happy to be joined in the studio here on the Morning Line this morning by the only man in the country who can realistically be described as hot. Yes, according to the Racing Post, he is the hottest trainer around at the moment with 4 wins in the new year. He is Jim Boyle, Britain's leading all-weather trainer. He's trained since December 2001. He's just 37 years old. He houses 50 horses at his South Hatch base in Epsom, and he loves Nottingham Forest, more of which in a moment. Wonder Strike, his star this season. 4 wins on the bounce, culminating in success live on Channel 4 last week. Jim, it is fantastic to see you. Thanks for being here. You didn't have too many problems getting here from Epsom this morning.
No, it wasn't too bad, Nick. No, the back roads are as bad as I've known them, but the main roads are pretty safe. And
a fantastic start to the year for you. It's been difficult for everybody else, but all weather has been a real boon for your career, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I mean, you know, we don't want to get pigeonholed as an all-weather trainer, but you know, these situations we can make use of. And obviously, our situation in Epsom, we're close to Lingfield, close to Epsom, close to Kempton, and access is very easy for us. So we do make use of those tracks very much so. But we travel up to Sutherland, Wolverhampton when we need to as well.
And you entertained us yesterday morning, and there was a real sense of camaraderie amongst the lads in the yard, just trying to keep the show on the road. There's a sort of blitz spirit, if you like.
Yeah, I mean, it could be pretty grim and miserable if you didn't have that spirit amongst your lads. And you know, we've got a great bunch, and you know, no one likes riding out in the icy cold, but it's something a bit different. And as you say, if you grit your teeth, it can be something a bit different.
Jim, I like the shots of the horses in their sort of knight's outfits. How important is it to keep the horses warm, and how hard is it to get a balance between working them and them getting hot, and keeping them warm at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's obviously important to keep horses warm. Horses do very well in the cold as long as they are kept wrapped up. You know, we have horses turned out in the snow, but as long as they've got good thick rugs on, you know, and they're fed well, then there's no problem with it. As you say, getting to and from the gallops, it's important you keep them warm. We're ideal with sort of 15-20 minute walk and trot from the gallops, so you can get them nice and warmed up. They're wearing rugs or sheets. Some of them obviously have neck covers and head covers as well.
What makes you decide who gets the kind of the funky head cover?
Well, some lads actually buy their own for their horses. That's the sort of dedication of some of these lads. And some horses are you know, are cold horses, I suppose. Others would get warm, you know, whatever the temperature. So you sort of you know, make it to suit the horses in these sort of instances.
And when you're riding through the snow like that, is it dangerous? I mean, what's the potential? Can it ball in their feet?
Yeah, it can ball in the feet. This snow has been very powdery and light, actually. It hasn't balled up in their feet. As you know, the big snow we had last year was a bit harder and dense and did ball up, but we haven't found that problem here. It's quite nice for them to be able to walk through deep snow on the way to and from gallops. It's cooling on their limbs, and we have a spa at home, but you know, using the snow to and from the gallops is actually good. You come in and their legs are ice cold, so it has its advantages as well.
And Jim, people might not know that you're also a qualified vet. How much has that helped you in understanding horses?
Yeah, I think it's helped a good deal. I mean, you know, I'm not someone that will take lads every week and scope every few days of horses. If I think there's problems, we'll go looking for it. And I think, you know, the veterinary background helps find problems. It helps picking up little issues and knocking them on the head before they become larger issues. It keeps costs down for the owners. I think, you know, not having to call a vet out to do the routine treatments and what have you. So yeah, it's been a definite help to us. But you know, I'd say I'm trainer foremost and vet secondary now, certainly.
Well, you're going to be a definite help to us in picking some winners this afternoon as well. So, and Tani, there's going to be plenty for everybody to ask Jim as well.
Oh, certainly. Not only that, and also everywhere you look at the moment, of course, is white. Temperatures not even approaching freezing. Grit supplies running low, and boilers trying to keep your heating going under pressure. Best summed up by the Independent yesterday. Iceland